Hey, beautiful Sag. This is your bonus reading, Sagittarius. Let's get straight to the tarot and see what comes out here. What does Sag need to know, Spirit? Ooh, Sag. What's going on here? Clarify this. I think that someone's hurt that you're not talking to them, Sag. Someone's feeling neglected or rejected here, Sagittarius. This person was juggling, or there's indecisiveness. Let's see what's going on here, Saggy. So somebody was doing some kind of gossiping here, Sag. You had a jealous family member, either on your side or their side, judging you. Okay, so somebody was worried about their reputation. Okay. Somebody is competing with you, Sag. Somebody thought that you were going to say something, Sag. So it's like someone in your family was gossiping about you. But they started gossiping about you because they thought you were going to say something about them. But you were silent. You're not talking to this person anymore because of it. This person's been doing a lot of talk about you. But the reason that they were gossiping about you is because they were worried that you were going to say something about them. But you didn't. You were quiet. So, like, they turned on you before you could turn on them. They were worried Sagittarius, somebody's been in your family, someone is very jealous of you. Maybe they had some kind of addiction, codependency issue. Maybe they had some toxic characteristics. And it's like they switched it on you. This person was actually the toxic one, but they turned it to where they were telling everybody that you're toxic, that you're this way, that you are this way. But it was them. It's a cover. You're the scapegoat. They made you the scapegoat. What's going on here? Oh, shit. They did. They turned the story around. I think they were jealous of you, Sagittarius, for many reasons. One, because you're special, you're unique. You're like this star energy. You're balanced. You could be like, a healer. This could be sibling rivalry. To be the favorite. You know what I mean? It's like you've been made the scapegoat for other people's wrongdoings, their behaviors, their negative behaviors. You've been made the scapegoat. So they went out and did these things, spread all these rumors and gossip about you to hurt you with it, because they figured that you was going to say something about them, but you didn't. You were quiet. That is the secret keeper. So they turned others against you, started accusing you, making accusations against you. Wow. Huh. So that if others talk to you, they wouldn't believe you. Yep. Destroying your relationships with others. But you're a leader. You're strong. You are actually trying to offer friendship, to this person. They talk about your partnerships. They talk about your relationships. They talk about your home. They talk about you. They got an opinion on everything. But they're not talking to you. Yeah, turning others against you too, other family members. Getting others turned against you, making other people angry, bitter, resentful. This person was jealous of you because it's like you may have they were competing with you. It is rivalry. They're holding some kind of resentment toward you. Um, they are turning other family members against you. Uh, Sagittarius, I'm not sure why this is coming out. So why are you telling this to Sag? Why are you telling this to Sagittarius? What's the reason that you're telling Sag this? What's the reason? Well, probably because they're getting their karma. Trying to stop your growth, your happiness. It is sibling rivalries. They didn't want you to fit in. They didn't want you to fit in. It is sibling rivalry. They're jealous of you, Sagittarius. Unfortunately, it's really sad. It's like they made a thought, in some cases, they figured they would have got more attention from like your folks or whatever if you hadn't have been born. Or, you know how kids do when they're really little? They never grew out of it, this person. They've been holding a grudge. This is a person who's been holding a grudge since, you were born. Like, now I'm gonna have to, compete more, or there's less attention for me, or mom and dad are going to be focused more on the new baby than me and my life, and they never got over it. This is someone who never got over it. It's like, it is sibling rivalry. It is. It's almost like, so because you were born and because you were there, they resented you. I'm not saying you were the favorite either. Because I know perfectly well that I don't see any favoritism here. It's just something they got in their head. And then they repeated it throughout your family to try and get other family members turned against you, sort of like pushing you out of your own family. It's holding grudges. Sorry, Sag. That's what's coming out in this read. Seems like you took the fall a lot of times. For a lot of things that other people have done, Sagittarius, which is probably why, you're standing your ground. I don't think these people wanted you to see your value and it's the picture they tried to portray of you. It's like the picture they paint you with. It's like the paintbrush, the tainted paintbrush. Oh, we were all this way until Sagittarius came along or something like this. It's a weird family dynamic. It's because this one person it's because of one person, and they've been talking about you, your life, your relationships, your failures, but it's to make themselves look better than you. Sad, isn't it, Sag? Sometimes it's our own people that hurt us the most, Scapegoat. I'm starting to wonder if there's nothing you haven't been blamed for. That's what I'm starting to wonder. Is there something Sagittarius hasn't been blamed for? Any other messages, please, for Sag? It's people being selfish with you, Sag. And I think for a long time you were repeating patterns with people. It could have taught you low self-esteem. It could have taught you to not value yourself, that you weren't as valuable. They didn't want you to see your value. Whether that's your lovers or your family or whoever, it's like they didn't want you to see your value. They didn't. Anybody in this kind of energy is gonna get this. I'm sorry. Empress, High Priestess. It's like they didn't want you to see your own worth, your own value. It's perspective. They wanted you to view yourself as they wanted you to view yourself, like not worthy. I'm better than you. I'm vying for affection here, vying for attention. It is sibling rivalry that somebody never got out of. They stayed in it. Most people get over that as kids, you know? They never got over it. It is childhood. You could have grown up very tough, you know what I mean? You had to be. And it's like, people could have stopped talking to you, calling you foolish. I don't know. You've had to learn to be a leader out of this. So all this negativity, I guess, why Spirit's giving you this message, is for you to realize your own potential, your own worth. It may have taken you a lot of repeated lessons to get to this point, because quite honestly, they wanted you to feel insecure. They wanted you to feel insecure. And this is that repeating pattern where we choose people that don't value us because that is what we're used to. When you learn to stand up and respect yourself and believe in yourself in spite of what other people may have done or said about you, you're taking your power back from those people. And they're worried. I told you. They're worried. So they got other people to start ignoring you as well. Now that could have been in your love relationships. There's some similarities here. I'm starting to see the similarities. So you probably were repeating cycles for quite some time, Sag, that were unhealthy because of your opinion of yourself. And it's looking like you have conquered that in yourself. You have. You've conquered it. Still hurts. Like, you could be not talking to people in your family because of it. And Spirit is telling you, be proud of your accomplishments. Like, this is a hard thing to overcome. But Spirit is saying it was because of jealousy. Because you were special. Because you did stand out. Because you were light. You were of the light. And anyone born that way is going to get this. In whatever situation. It applies to your love relationships, your friendships, and your partners. As long as you know your worth and your value, and you stick up for yourself, you're not going to repeat a cycle, Sagittarius. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Good luck.